All right, welcome back to the channel. So today we have on the table Team Associated SR7 guys. I've had this car for about a week. Been having a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of accidents. A lot of thrills, a lot of fun. I am thoroughly enjoying this car. So with that being said, I want to jump into the video. So the point of this video today is I want to go ahead and just do some change up just looks of the car with BSR foams. Got a Power Hobby Beast. I got some GRPs. I have some Power Hobby grippers. And then I also have some Jetco busters, like on-road tires. Just to put them on there, see what it'll look. Maybe switch the bodies up a little bit. Talk about some of the features they have, some of the things that Team Associated did with this car that I didn't mention at first. Just kind of going over the initial car and then things I've noticed along the way. I think it's rather interesting. Definitely like what Team Associated did with this car. I cannot wait for the truck to come out. And I'm thinking if I do like clipless body and things like that. But anyways, let's get into the video. All right, so right off the bat, when you first get your SR7 guys, I would recommend that you change the connectors. Um, you change the connectors, and so I have QS8s on mine, and you check your diffs, guys. You saw I did a video earlier how to check it and replace the fluids or top it off. Definitely want to check your diff fluids, front, center, and rear. You put 100K in the middle, 10K both front and rear. I am at some point going to change those diff configuration around. Maybe go heavier in the diff oil. Well, I will go heavier in diff oil just to see how the car reacts and how it handles. But definitely the recommended is 100 and K and 30K front and rear. Um, Something else that I also did, I kind of tightened down the servo saver a little bit. Not much room to go, but just a little bit, because the servo is a little bit weak, um, but it is doable. It is, it's good enough. And what I just did today was I raised the car up. Um, you see, can't see here, but I moved the shock from the outer to the inner position to raise the car up a little bit higher. Um, because you will scratch your chassis up quite a bit because it's really low. I'm not sure how it will handle, but I'm gonna try it out and see. But if you don't want to scratch your chassis up, go ahead and raise it up one notch, and hopefully that works out as well. All right, just moving on to the chassis. Obviously, I know I didn't mention it. You do have adjustable trays. Now, the ESC is programmable, of course, but they also give you an additional ESC tray. I believe it's probably for like a Castle uh, Mamba Monster X. One of those like not an 8S I don't believe, but a Mamba Monster X. You could remove this mount here, which is this called like a Vanguard ESC and motor setup. This is from like the actual one of the vehicles they had. So, anyways, the only thing with this ESC, I think for me, um, I would like to see an ESC that could push out more than 5.5 because the servo is kind of weak. And if you change the servo, like a subscriber commented, I believe Theodore, he's on the Gap Reviews live show on Sunday nights. I think he mentioned even if you did upgrade the servo, you're going to push out 5.5 volts. So you're still going to need a little bit more volts to get full benefits out of that upgraded servo or on a BEC. Um, so at least if they had an ESC where you can maybe bump the BEC volts up. So anyways, I believe that's why they probably give this to you. So you can go ahead, change the ESC out, keep the motor, maybe like the Mama Monster X, which you could push, bump the BEC out, upgrade the servo, and definitely get more power. Like I said I was going to mention is, like I said, I'll probably run this servo when I do that big block conversion. You guys want to see me do that, so I'm gonna try to do that for you guys. Um, so that's something that they included, which I was wondering why they included the ESC mount, but that's probably what that is. Um, like I said, I wish this servo was better, but I guess based on this setup, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But anyways, the ESC, nice profile, fits the servo receiver in there pretty good. Also, this mount right here is basically helps out the blower configuration over the hood. It supports it. It can be removable as well, so that's pretty cool, good on that part. Also, these tires, guys. I've driven this car, I mean, I don't know, maybe about 10 times or so, like full on driven it, full pack of battery through it. And these tires are still good. Like it hasn't popped, hasn't unglued or anything. Um, I thought I probably had maybe one or two runs on these tires, but it's still going, guys. It still has plenty of tread, and I've been shredding these tires. It has enough grip, and it's a lot of fun. So they did a pretty good job with these tires, guys. I'm not sure if it's mostly all tire and a little bit of belt setup, or it's built into it at the bottom end, but this is like a solid piece of tire. All right. Just go ahead and get to the video, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and switch up the body, switch up the tires to show you different configurations. Also, another thing, they give you a motor mount setup where you can put a big block setup in there, guys. You guys saw the video earlier. I put this big motor from the Creighton 8S, or the Outcast 8S in there, and it fit perfectly with plenty of room. I said the ESC, you can get a platform and place it on there as well, which will be perfectly fine. Lift it up the ground like a subscriber mentioned, and you have to cut the plastic out. So they definitely give you a good platform where you can upgrade it and do all sorts of things with it without having to buy extra mounts or flip things around, anything like that. Which I'm really liking that over time as I'm running this car. I just see different things they have going on with it. They do have upgraded parts coming out, aluminum. So yeah, Team Associated did a pretty good job with this car, guys. It's pretty easy to work on. I'm curious to see how the diffs will hold up when I do put that ADAS system in, or maybe Jay Mitch might do ADAS system in his. He does some crazy builds, so look out for him. I wouldn't be surprised if he does an ADAS system in his. Um, so like I said, I'm not sure how the diffs will hold up. I'm a little bit nervous to do it in terms of I'll do it, but I'm not sure if I'll just go all the way 100% with it, because if I blow these diffs out, parts not really out there yet, but I do know it's compatible with the MT8, so maybe able to find some diffs if I do blow them out. So let's go ahead, get into the switching up of the bodies and tires and all that good stuff. So here we have it. I'm going to be putting on some BSR. These are brand new BSRs, guys. So we're going to go. You can see they're pretty much just almost the same diameter as the Team Associated tires. Width-wise, they're a little bit skinnier. I'm just going to give you the specs on the BSRs. All right. So these guys here, 4170 millimeters wide. Let's do that again. 4179, 70, roughly the same thing. All right, and then do the diameter so you can see it. Try my best to center it. You got 104, okay? So let's go ahead and install it on there, put a body on, see what it looks like. So here you go. Got the BSRs on the Team Associated SR7. Give you a side profile. The tires are definitely tucked in quite a bit. See the clearance. This will be very similar to what the stock tires look like. Next up, we have the Power Hobby Beast. These are a little worn out, but we got some Power Hobby Beast here. Let's see what specs are on these guys. So about 4308 wide millimeters. They're about 9924. And these are not brand new, so they are a bit used. And this is what it looks like with the stock body on it. Again, very much so tucked in by a lot, and pretty good space, pretty good gap. I personally don't like this look. I like the beefier look with the wider tires on it. All right, so here we have a Power Hobby gripper. These are the wider tires. I'm putting it on all four corners. So let me show you what the specs of it. This is 5438 millimeters. And then we have, I'm gonna try to center it up, 9986 millimeters in diameter. Let's go ahead and put it on. This is what it looks like. So here we have it. It looks pretty aggressive with this setup. I'll take you on in closer so you take a look. Here we have it. I like this a lot better. It's not sticking all the way in. All right, has a pretty big of a gap, but once the car squats, it's pretty close to rubbing side to side. So if I did run, I would leave it this way because it will be sliding and getting low like that. So you see it's been rubbing from the stock tires, but I definitely like this look here with the Power Hobby grippers on there. Pretty sick look. All right, so this is where things are gonna get a little bit interesting. So this car, Team Associated, had built-in features where you can definitely run different bodies and things like that. Like I said, this is removable. These two top posts here are removable as well. Split is removable, so you can run different type of bodies. So now we get into different types of bodies. So let's go ahead. This is the Power Hobby grippers like the rear, but these are the skinnier versions of the front. I'm just going to show you the specs of the front. All right, 42, 46 millimeters wide. And again, these are not new, these are used, but still in good shape. And this is the diameter. All right, so let's go ahead into it. Put the tires on, and I'm gonna show you the first body. I'll put the stock body on just so you guys can see it. And the front will be a bit tucked in compared to the rear. But again, just to show you guys what it looked like. If I can line it up. There you go. All right. Now, Team Associated went ahead because they knew that this car is very capable of doing different type of things, which is why I'm pretty sure they included that optional springs as well. So to remove the post here, you just undo that screw right there, one on each side, or well, one on each post, I should say. Remove it just like that. So it's now a regular type of a post. You can probably trim that out as well. Depends on what body you're running. Also remove that if you need to buy, if it's like a lower profile body as well. All right. Okay. So let's see for the first body that we will mount onto here. So let's go with the Corvette, the C8 Corvette, this is how the Felony would run if I had these tires on it. Again, the body post is not really lined up because of the holes I had previously. But just to show you, there you go. Take you in close. And also I forgot to mention, so you can also remove the actual post. So I'm going to remove the whole thing, just because we will be able to really get the body nice and low. Again, just these two screws in the bottom, you get the whole body post off, or just the two on the top, to be more tunable. But again, just for demonstration purposes, guys. Okay, so here we go. All right, C8 Corvette. You raise the body, and again, you have to cut the hole differently, but here we go. Just like that. Bring you guys in. Boom. Boom. It's a little bit wide in the back here, but it definitely look real good, guys. You can remove the splitter here as well if you like, or just trim it to this body if you ran this body on it. I'd actually remove the side guard, so let's take you in. Arrma Felony, guys. Arrma Felony body. This is a Radical Lexan paint job special right here. Again, it's not sitting on the post, it's sitting on the car, so you can see it can fit on this car if you did want to put a felony body. All right, so now we move on to some GRPs. This is some GRP S1s. All right. We're at 3964 width. And we have, oh, sorry guys, messed that up. The diameter we have 9522. Okay, throw it on there. Get a body on there. So here we have it. This is the Arrma Infraction. Got the GRPs on it. Again, it's a little high because of the body post. Give you guys a look. Arrma Infraction body. So I don't see why won't be able to fit these on there. The only thing is, I don't say problem, but I know the Team Associate seem to be a little bit wider than the Arrma cars, slightly, because normally with the GRPs, these will be tucked in on the infraction. Okay, but again, I don't see why you won't be able to fit one of these bodies on here. You can also mess with the camber and things like that. Okay, let's move on to the next body. All right, there's a GRP to the stock body. Definitely tucked in quite a bit. But if you're going to do course racing, you can always put a different body on it with the GRPs. So that's the beauty of this car, guys. They definitely thought of those things in the future for people. You can move the splitter, and then the body post, you can adjust everything, and you put different bodies on here. Again, it might be slightly wider, but I'm pretty sure you can make it work. And now we have the Arrma Felony with the SR7 wheels and tires on it. You see the wheels are definitely tucked in. I think I lined up as best I can on both sides. Here. And this is the Arrma Felony with the Hoonigan wheels and tires on it. Okay. I don't like the look with the swap over onto it. But hey, just want to show you guys what that looked like. And now this is a Felony with the C8 body on it, but has the Hoonigan wheels on it. Let me take a look here. I raise the front up a little bit, maybe trim it. And the rear, I'll raise up just to kind of have the flow going properly, but the wheels are definitely tucked in the rear with the SR7 wheels on it. But the front is wider, or more flush. This is a look of the SR7 wheels on the Arrma Felony with the C8 body. And then here we have another one. This is the Arrma Infraction with the SR7 wheels on it, guys. I think this looked much better on it compared to putting it onto the Felony. The front sticks out a little bit, but the rear seems to be pretty good, nice and tuck-ish. But I think it looks better on the Arrma Infraction. Maybe little minor body adjustments, and you should be good to go. Arrma Infraction, guys. So that being said, guys, I'm going to conclude this video. Like I said, I think Team Associated did a pretty good job with this car. If they're ever going to be a V2 version, I would definitely recommend making sure these diffs are filled from factory. And I would say the motor seems to be just fine, but I would say with the ESC, give us something where you could bump the BEC up, run more than 5.5 volts, because this servo to me needs to be changed out. It's kind of slow. And to do that, again, the ESC doesn't put out as much power on the BEC. So maybe give us a Mama Monster X ESC. And then even if it's the same servo, at least we could at least been able to easily switch out the servo and then bump the voltage up on the BEC, and we should be fine. The car still run the way it is, but just little things like that. Again, it's the first run I've seen Team Associated do a scale of this size. I think they did a really good job. The body's holding up pretty good. Obviously, it is really banged up at this point. This car takes a beating. I mean, these tires, I've had countless runs on it, full throttle sliding, going crazy, and it hasn't got unglued or torn or anything like that. So it's pretty good with that. The car is doing what it was designed to do. I'm not sure what this is, but I'm thinking it's going to be like a clipless body of some sort coming out possibly, but we'll see. I'm definitely can't wait to see the truck version come out. I think I'll be getting that too, just for the look of it. Hopefully there's minor changes with that. Hopefully that's a clipless body with that. So again, hopefully Team Associated. Well, again, also yes, that connector. Give us like a XD90 or something other than the Deans, guys, for the connectors. Now, for some, satisfying, but I personally wouldn't run Deans with my car, especially on 6S. Maybe a drift car, a 2S car, or something like crawler, maybe, but not my 6S cars. Me personally. But again, I'll just change it if it comes with it. Not a big deal. But again, just want to give you guys a couple little different body and tire changes. I said this car is definitely capable of doing more than just sliding around. They give you optional diffs, optional springs. They give you an optional ESC case, which seems like the Mile Monster X, like the 6S version would fit in here, or the Mile Monster 2 would fit in there. Not sure if the 8S would fit in here, or just fit in a tray. But either way, you can always make something work. People who's been in the hobby for a while, we pretty much know how to make just about anything. So I guess my phone had died. But anyways, like I was saying, just want to thank you guys for watching the videos. With your comments, definitely some great comments, definitely some great suggestions. I will try to do a video with maybe the BSRs with the stock body, possibly the Power grippers. I do have some Gone Bananas Felony tires, but however, they're now only have two that are the same size and two that's not. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to run it with those tires. And maybe I'll just slap a GRP on here with this body to see how it performs with the same stock 14 tooth pinion in it. I do have a request to do a speed run with like a 20 tooth pinion in it. We'll see how it goes. Like you saw the video I just did, where I had a 16 tooth. Didn't really get to do full throttle. Maybe I'll retry to do the 16 tooth gear run. But it definitely was running, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one.